G'day guys, Adam here from Marnong Estate. Today we're going to do a new recipe. We're going to cook beef Wellington. I'm going to talk you through all the ingredients. You're going to be able to get all these via online on our farm shop. So we currently have 500 grams of button mushrooms, 800 grams of eye fillet, 100 grams of chicken livers, some thyme, 1 red onion, 400 gram block of puff pastry, some Murray River sea salt, Dijon mustard, some ground pepper, some olive oil, and we're going to serve ours with some broccolini today. Step 1, we're going to season our eye fillet. We're going to sear it off and start marinating in the Dijon mustard. So you want a good couple of pinches on top. Don't worry if it goes all over the board. With the salt and the pepper. Just going to roll it, turn it over, season the other side as well. Just roll up all that seasoning. That's good to go. Now, in a hot pan, you want a couple of good gulps of olive oil. You want to get that nice and hot. The beef fillet wants to be in there for 4 minutes, a minute on each side. So, you can really hear the sound coming off that. Right guys, now that's starting to take some lovely colour on. We're going to throw in a good knob of butter, 2 crushed cloves of garlic, don't worry about peeling them, leave whole, and about 3 sprigs of thyme. You'll notice the colour and the butter is starting to foam, and all the flavour from the garlic, the thyme will start marinating and coating that meat. Right guys, now that's been beautifully sealed, we're just going to take it out, let it rest on here. While it's resting, we're just going to paint it with the pastry brush and some Dijon mustard. Give it a good coating all around. Lovely. Now, we just leave this sitting on the side for a little bit, and we're going to start preparing our onions, our garlic, our mushrooms, the pate, to coat inside the pastry. Right guys, now we're on to step 3. We're going to start creating our pate. But in the meantime, we want to heat our oven to 180 degrees on full roast. So we're going to slice our onions, 2 garlic cloves finely diced, half a red onion finely diced, clean our livers, that's taking out all the sinew, and we're just going to leave them into sort of chopped pieces about so big. We need some thyme leaves, about 2 tablespoons, a bit more olive oil to chuck in the frying pan. Now I'm just going to get this prepped and then we're going to start cooking it. We've got all our chopped up pate ingredients ready: mushrooms, thyme, salt, pepper, onion, garlic, and the livers. We're going to put about 3 tablespoons of olive oil into the pan. We're going to start with our onions on a medium heat. Start getting a bit of colour into them. Now we're going to chuck in our mushrooms and a good knob of butter. 2 pinches of seasoning, salt, pepper. We're just going to sweat these down just so the butter starts to melt. Try to use a spoon over a pan, that will retain the heat in the saucepan. Now we're just going to leave that for a couple of minutes to cook down. We're going to chuck in our livers and the chopped thyme. It takes about a minute for the livers to cook, just so the blood starts to come through, and just keep turning them over. Alright guys, now they're ready, we're just going to transfer them to the chopping board. We're just going to start chopping these down into a fine paste. You can do this in a blender, or you can just chop away till you're happy. You can leave it quite coarse, or you can make it as fine as you like. Guys, now we're getting to the end of it, we're just going to start rolling out our pastry. We want to make it wide enough to cover the eye fillet and long enough to wrap all the way around. About an A4 sheet of paper to tea towel size. So, flour onto the thing, flour on top, just flour your rolling pin at the same time. So we're going to start rolling out. Get your width lengthways with the pastry. good size. And now we're going to start working on the length. Right guys, now I've rolled out my pastry. Perfect width, perfect length. Now to wrap the eye fillet around. Alright guys, this is our pâté now ready. We're going to smear this onto the pastry we've just rolled out. Now you want to keep about an inch around the outside because that's where you're going to egg wash to be able to stick your pastry down when you're rolling it. So, that's now done. Good coating pastry. We're going to grab our eye fillet and place it down the ends. One egg wash. Just going to go all the way around the outside. Beautiful. That is good to start rolling. So when you roll, you want to leave the seal where the other seal was to meet at the bottom. This will prevent it splitting when you're baking. So we're just going to start rolling that up all the way over, like so. See how both seals are at the bottom. If it's a little bit long, just grab your knife, strip the other end off, leave it there. Now, with this, we just want to push down the ends to seal. And the same with the other end. Seal again. Don't worry about this bit at the end. It doesn't need to be the prettiest, you can always cut it off. Now what we're going to do is just pick it up, gently transfer onto the tray and just rest it there. You're going to take your egg wash now and give it a good brushing all the way over the outside. As you get all them little cracks all the way around. Beautiful. Now from this, what I like to do is a little chef's trick. I'll take that over to my gas. Just going to turn that on low. Give it a minute or two just to start the crispiness on the bottom. So when you're baking, all them juices doesn't make the bottom soggy. From there, I'm going to take it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes at 180 degrees.